Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, this is going to be our last video in this section of PHP where we see how we send email from our form using the SMTP and all that. So if you see here, we got a form tag, right? And I'm telling the action that go to the email test. This is another form here where my PHP stuff is there. And in this one, I just have the HTML part. We could have done it in the same file, but I just to remove the clutter, I just created two files. Otherwise, we can create a same file, and after submit, we can come to the same file and chuck in the PHP, right? If is set the submit button. That what we had done so far. So I'm telling that go to the email test.php. Number one. Method is post. That means whatever is in a form, it's gonna go to the $_post associative array. We can get it from there, which is the super global, so it can be accessed from anywhere. Now I got some labels, and I got a name, text field, and email from, email to. We got the subject, and we got the message, which is gonna be the text area. All are required, and then we got a submit button, which has the name of submit. These guys have the name of which I need, then message, name of subject, name of email to, okay, name of email from, name is name. So when let us see how it looks first. Reload, it's not working. Go to the server Zapster. Yeah, we need to start all. Let's get the service started because they are somehow closed. Okay, they will come up. In the meantime, I just explain the code. After I submit it, but the first thing is that I want a quick CSS. But if you do not want to create a CSS for it, because I don't want to create CSS for it because I'm not teaching CSS. I want a more I'm specific on the email. So what I have done here is I have gone to the that's called water.css, this file. Just write the water.css and go to this file water.css and just copy this to clipboard, this link. Okay, so it will help me to create the CSS automatically from this link, but you need to have an internet connection to access it. Okay, and then if I go here, I have just pasted here that style sheet href and the address of this water.css, that I want a quick CSS, and because I don't want to spend time on creating the CSS for this file. So if I go here and just now the servers are on, right? Okay, they're running. Now what we are doing is that we have got the CSS, which has got those nice look and feel, the font and the shading and border and all those things, which is being done automatically. The rounded boxes, as you could see, and nice stuff. So when I just put up the stuff here, like from email to email and submit, and then put up the message, and then I say send email, it will not work because unless I don't fill the whole things. So what it will do on a send email is it will go to the action that is email test, that is this guy, this file email test.php. So what technically I'm doing is I'm just creating the email stuff on my form, where there is a to email, there is from email, there is subject, there is name, there is the text, which is the text area, what the message you want to send, and that has the name of message, right? Then in email test, this is my email test where I start my PHP. What I do is firstly I need to have the libraries of SMTP, okay, the mail transfer protocol. This mail transfer protocol is automatically, being I have downloaded this package, the library, whole library, so you don't have to do anything, just download these libraries, and you need this PHP mailer autoloader, right? This autoloader will automatically handle all the stuff, and there's a lot of things being written here. You don't have to worry about that. Just copy this SMTP into the project. Then go to the email test.php, where the first thing you need to include this file. That is, from the SMTP folder, there is a PHP mailer autoloader.php. This autoloader.php has to be included so that everything from this SMTP is included. Now the first thing what I do here is I will fetch from the form, because in this form this email PHP because the method is post, so whatever the ID or the to email or from email is, that has gone to the $_post associative array. From that array I am putting up into these variables. Simple. Now what I do here is we have a command to echo SMTP mailer, and I am putting it first. I can put up the many, the guys which I want to send, that is the two guys, those guys email addresses whom you want to send this email, and then subject and the message. And from this mailer I got a function SMTP mailer. Automatically it will get whatever it was in the two into this two variable, and the sub into this subject, and the message into the MSG variable. So in this to subject and message is nothing but what you have sent it using the SMTP mailer. You have sent it, okay? Because what we are doing is we're calling the SMTP mailer function, and I am sending, this is SMTP mailer function is in the SMTP folder, okay? I don't need to worry about that. That is being, we can download it and put it here. Now SMTP mailer function is there, where I will send three variables. One is the email you want to send to, the address of that. Second, the subject of the email, and the message. Now these will be copied. This is the function call, and this is the function definition, where this SMTP mailer is here. We are defining it, and these guys will be copied into the sub will be into subject, and message will be MSG. Then we say the $mail is equal to new PHP mailer. We're creating the instance of a new PHP mailer, because PHP mailer is the guy which will help us to mail, okay? Then we say that is SMTP, if it is true, and we set its path to true, and we set up it secure to the TLS, the security to the TLS, and if it is TLS, security is TLS, then the port number has to be 587. And we have to tell the host is smtp.gmail.com, because different email clients will have a different host names and ports and security and all. This is for the Gmail, okay? You have to mind that thing, that we are working for the Gmail only here. For other guys we need to have a different scenarios. And rest is the just default stuff, like UTF-8 and character set is okay, and is HTML is true. Then this is the username password. Now what is this username password? Because I had made a video of the HTML of this PHP email stuff 2-3 years back also, but now the Google has changed its policies, the two-step verification process, okay? So you can't send email from any app to using your Gmail, because what we are trying to do is I want to create an app here, okay, which is this app, which will send email from my email ID, that is, say for my Gmail ID, okay? But the Google will not allow you to send this email unless and until you will not do one thing, that you go here and you say into the Google, you say here Google, for example, and in the Google you may go for the manage Google account, I could say, okay? And here in the security I say search here app passwords, okay? App passwords, just click it. Just give the password here. Okay, As you can see, I have already tested this stuff. I created the pass. I just delete this to show you again. Now what we need to create is an app password, because my app is trying to access the Google, and that to the Gmail, and send email from this app. So that means you need to give a third party permission. Okay, and that is done by the app password. But you need to have set the that if this is not coming, because there is the two-way authentication done. That means when you try to access the Google, it will send you the OTP on your phone. Okay, that has to be set up. अगर वो सेटअप नहीं है तो फिर आपको ये ऐप पासवर्ड यहाँ पे नहीं आएगा, उसकी जगह आपको आएगा कि दैट टू वे वेरिफिकेशन आप ऑन कीजिए. You have to set that on, and set up your phone numbers and all, so that if somebody accesses your Google account, it sends the OTP to the default phone number, and then if you say yes, it is me, then you can proceed. So if you have done that, then this window will come up, and here what we do is we say here others, because I this is not mail, calendar, contact, YouTube, but it's something my own app. So I say others, and maybe you give it some name, that's up to you. I just say PHP, you can say anything, then generate a password. Now this password is being generated. So if I use this password now, okay, and the user ID is the Juni at Srinagar at the rate of whatever the email ID I have in the Gmail, okay, and this password is here. So what is this password? This will allow my app to use my Google account, that to Gmail, to send email, right? Done. Because who is sending the email? It's gonna be the Gmail. So your app need to have this password. Okay, I had created this password earlier to test it, which was working fine, and Command V. Now I got this new password to be stuffed here. Okay, and I got the junisrinagar@gmail.com. This is my email ID, the default email ID which was on that Google account. This is the Google account, and this is that password. Okay, but to and from password, you can get that from the form. Okay, but that has to be the Gmail. Both of the to and from has to be the Gmail, because at least from has to be from the Gmail, because you are sending from the Gmail ID to any other ID then. Okay, okay. Now then you need to set here set from. This is the username password done. Then set from is to be done, which is the from $_from. That is what we have got here from the HTML form, where you have put up that email ID. Okay, then also the $name, or this is optional, you can skip the $name, you can write only $_from, and rest subject, message, and to, it will get it automatically from these parameters here. Okay, okay. Rest, you don't need to do anything, just see here that if then you have to say you have to send the email. Okay, if that is true, if there is no error. Okay, if not $email error sent, that means if the email is not sent, then it shows some error message, or if it is sent, then it will say email sent successfully. Okay, let's try to give it a go now. I should first save it, Control S to save it. Go here, go to the email form, just check the inbox. There is some message one coming that your password, you just created that password. I just delete that to keep it empty right now. Now I am saying here name is Junaid Iqbal, and email has to be the Juni Srinagar, the same email ID. Okay, you can put up anything. From is the, or to could be anything, but right now I am using the my own email ID. I'm sending email from my ID to my ID only. You can send it to some other ID also. Okay, because I don't want to open multiple accounts now here and just try to show it in a single account, that I am sending from the same Gmail ID to the same Gmail. Okay, you can use different also. Now subject is, maybe he's saying computer science, and which is being here, and you put up here, say Assalamu alaikum, testing email from PHP, and just give it a go to send. So So if it will is sent successfully, it will show us that message, email sent successfully, which was here. Okay, as you could see, email sent successfully. This message is being returned, and this is echo by the mailer, okay, onto the page. Then it is saying email sent successfully. If email is sent successfully, then we should see it in our Gmail. It's absolutely here because it is sent from me, because the whole I am the guy who sent it. Then the subject was computer science, and inside the message is like this. The subject was computer science. You see subject is coming up, and assalamu alaikum testing email from PHP is coming up, right? Now I can do one more thing here is here I want to send this email to my other email ID, that is the live mail, junior@live.in. Okay, and I'm sending from the same Gmail ID because I had done the SMTP for the Gmail, and now I'm sending to the another email ID, which is Juni, and it's perfectly all right because my Gmail is capable to send email to any other IDs in the world, so it doesn't matter for us, right? I'm sending the rest of the stuff same, and I can just say send email, and try. If it says send success, yeah, email sent successfully, as you could see here. Now in the root up is coming up, the computer science, and the same message is coming up, right? We can do, and my mobile phone is also banging because the email has come up. You could do one thing, you can add up the email, testing email from PHP to live mail. Okay, I say here live mail as a subject, and try to send it again. Now if it says yeah, email sent successfully, that means it will come here, now coming up, right? So it's a live mail, and my mobile phone also suggesting the email has come up, email from the PHP to the live mail. So this is how you actually create and send an email from your app to the other apps. Maximum times it won't work if you have not done this the Google password stuff, right? So that you can send from the other than Gmail accounts, the apps. You want to send the email from your apps, then you need to create a password and tell that Google that, dude, it's us, we are the trusted guys, and you can send the email. You can trust this app, and it's allowed. This username and password will actually allow your app to use Google to send email to somebody else from your app, right? So I think that's all for today. Until next time, ma salama.